Hey, friends and family. Given the fact that we are all, for the most part, starting to become quarantined in our houses, well, maybe we haven't been required to quarantine ourselves, but with the weather outside being cold, it kind of snowing, and just being miserable, there's a pretty good excuse to just stay at home and not interact given this whole crazy world of coronaviruses. So I thought, hey, I might as well use my fancy green screen here and do a little video on my own Facebook homepage, which I've never really done before. Well, it's been a long time. I do tons of videos for work, but this one is just for family and friends and whoever else is watching this. But you've got to check out what I'm going to show you today. And I don't know if you can even see the title of this video, but a miracle has happened twice in my life. If you look at my newsfeed, you'll see that this little critter right here, not once, but twice, was stolen. Now, who in their right mind would ever expect that this lovely little bike right here, who got stolen back in 2017, um, well, that it would get stolen again? And the reality is that's exactly what happened. That bike, Michaela, unfortunately left our garage door open, and someone kindly helped themselves to the bike. And in the morning, when I realized it was gone, I was so upset. It was a miracle for me to get it back the first time. And I knew that it was gone. So you can see the post. I shared it and requested everybody to share. And you guys did an awesome job of actually sharing it with people. I was overwhelmed with just the kindness that people showed in sharing it. And so, so you can imagine when I got it back, the first time, I was so grateful. But to lose it again, I was like, there's no point even reporting this. What's the point? You know, I think we all have things stolen from our backyards. Enough people in our community have lost their bikes and never got them back. There's just a fraction of a percentage that they're actually going to get back. So I just gave up on it. Deanna said, well, you should probably report it. And I'm like, what's the point? Well, to make a long story short, um, I'm gonna I'm gonna stick this up right here, the Lethbridge City Police. Now, okay, they haven't really been in my good books lately, and it's not really their fault. In fairness, it's more me. So if I'm to basically describe my latest interaction with them, it's probably more like this right here. So whether it was a distracted driving ticket, which I deserved, or photo radar, needless to say, the money going out of my wallet was a whole lot more than was coming in, let's just say. And so the police were not in my good books. But in fairness, I deserved every ticket. So, with that being said, I get a call just the other day. And let me just reduce these ones down, but I am going to keep this one up because I want to highlight them. So I get this call. This is crazy. And the call is on my cell and it says, is this Mark Holthe? This is the Lethbridge City Police. Is this Mark Holthe? And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like, did I not pay some ticket and then have a warrant out for me? Which has happened before. But the reality is, I got the call and he said, is this Mark Holthe? I said, yes. And I'm like, ugh. And then he says, back in 2017, I see you had a Kona, and that's all he had to say was Kona Caldera. And I said, no way. Are you serious? You found my bike. And the officer says, possibly. And he said, did you lose your bike again? And I explained the story. Of course, yes. My daughter forgot our garage door open in the evening, and someone helped themselves to the bike. And next thing I knew, he was confirming that, yes, they had located it. And I couldn't help myself, so I asked details. And apparently they did some sting on some house, and my bike was there. And so a massive, massive shout out to the Lethbridge Police for just being awesome. And I know I'm to blame for all those past tickets, but no more hard feelings at all. I am going to pick up that bike on Monday. I am so excited. And, you know, when you think about the likelihood of actually being able to get a bike back, not once, but 2 times, is unbelievable. And especially the circumstances, given the fact I never even reported it stolen. And the officer was conducting a search to see if the bike was reported. And of course, he found the report from back in 2017. And so, massive shout out. Thank you so much, Lethbridge Police. I'll share my screen with you and I'll show you. I was doing a little bit of research and I'm not sure if this particular report here on a sting that occurred, looks like this one was March 11th. I'm kind of thinking this might have been the situation on the police's website here. Actually, I'm just going to shut this off so you can see. It may be that this is the one here or all this other, you know, drugs, cigarettes, whatever else, cash. Hopefully some of that cash that they lost was the cash they paid for my bike when they stole it. But I'm not sure if this is the one, but regardless, it doesn't matter. I am super grateful for these guys right here for getting my bike back, and I just wanted to share it with everyone. So thank you a ton. And those of you that are actually posting now, it's kind of fun. That's why I like this this little software program that I use. But Eduardo says, good news, you found it. Absolutely. And Karen says, amazing news, Mark. It's awesome. So with that being said, these paths right here are going to see me riding them again in the spring. And although I was resigning myself to the fact that possibly I may have to buy a new bike, which was making me sick and, you know, wanting to vomit essentially. I paid so much for that bike, but it's just amazing that I got it back. So I'm going to stop blithering on, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. So woo! Thanks to the police, and you guys stay safe, and hopefully don't run out of toilet paper.